you later. So it's now November the 8th, I think, or something like that. And it's that time of year that everyone, in mountain biking anyway, it's like the off season now, everyone starts to look at getting ready for 2019. So I wanted to share my view and my thoughts. I want to share my view and my thoughts on mountain bike training in the off season. So you know you come to a coffee shop way too much when all you have to do is walk into the shop and they bring you a coffee. Right. Like I said at the start of this video, I want to talk a bit about mountain bike training in the off season and training on the road.
We've kind of just been riding, Alex has been riding into town and back and the odd gym session, but really we've sort of just rested after the summer season and taken maybe 3 months of like resting and just chilling out.
It's like November now, so this is the time of year that everyone starts like wanting to do some off season training, getting fitter, stronger on the bike, ready for next year. If you've got a generic goal of wanting to either maintain or improve your fitness and skill on a bike, I think off-season training is important. You have anything to say on that?
I just want to be able to go up hills quickly on my bike and look pretty nice in my outfits.
But off-season training is important because I think what a lot of people miss on this is that they end up not going to the gym or not doing any kind of fitness or skill work, and they end up trying to ride themselves into shape for the next season. I think people are almost like missing a beat with not going to the gym or not doing some kind of training to improve their skill and fitness. If you're gonna get a coach or invest in a coach or find someone to help you out with off-season training, you first of all have to have a goal and know what you're going for.
Or find a coach that'll help you find that goal out.
If you want to be a better mountain biker, you have to have a plan that addresses your weaknesses on the trail so you can get better. We've not been to a gym now for 7-8 months maybe?
No, not including like random little times.
Yeah, but like when we were back in the UK living there, we used to be 2 or 3 times a week at the gym at like 6:30 in the morning, which was pretty early for Amanda. But I'm sure you could see a difference though training. Like when you train in the gym for a certain amount of time, you could see like that made you better on the bike. Like when you get stronger in the gym, that made you better on a bike.
Yeah, it did, but I just thought that was because I was getting better in general. So the reason that I'd want to like start going to the gym now is because I've pretty much done that, trying to ride a lot to get better and also to get fitter. Now my hands hurt and my legs hurt and I need some other way to gain strength because just riding is just killing me. Literally my hands are so sore, like they ache. I need to work on some other muscles.
So anyway, we thought we'd just share a few things that we're doing training on the road in the off season.
So I've been talking to my good friend Iona Bruce about working with her because she is just launching a new side of her fitness stuff that she does. Sport Strength Mountain Bike run by Iona Bruce Fitness. There you go. I ended up choosing Iona because she's a friend, so I already get on with her. She knows her stuff and also she understands women's needs, which I'm not saying men don't, but she can also relate to it when I speak to her about it. So a man might understand a woman's fitness needs, but he might not understand when you want to have a whinge about it because learning about something and actually living through something is a bit different. So yeah, I wanted the more relatable person to go with because I don't have a lot of willpower and I need to be able to feel comfortable talking to somebody and being accountable to and not just kind of get scared and lie to them that I have done stuff. And
she's a lot better than she's making out now.
I'm working with Iona. I'm answering a bunch of questions about my goals and then she's going to help me put together training schedule for Christmas.
Be fit, fighting strong for next year. Slaying the berms and going massive off the jumps. Doing big whips.
Yeah, I want to be able to do big whip while still looking good in my bikini on the beach. That is my goal.
What about doing a whip on your bike in a bikini?
Well, that's just stupid.
Stop. What about an Evel Knievel suit you bought off eBay? Or a unicorn onesie?
Maybe unicorn onesie.
So we were talking about training on the road. Amanda's picked someone to work with. I've also picked someone to work with as well. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I still have podcasts, and one of the podcasts I listen to is Downtime Podcast. On one of the episodes I listened to, there was an episode with Adam Brayton's coach called Johnny Thompson, who runs a fitness company called Fit for Racing. And he is more of like I've always been like, whenever I've seen the stuff that he does, it's more like CrossFit orientated, which I quite enjoy doing. So I decided to speak to him and go down that road and see where that goes. I've worked with like a number of different coaches in the past, one of which I've had the best results with over the past 6 months was actually with Simon Hall, who has a business called Nourish. We've got a really good friendship outside of training. I just feel that he's got like, his head is just in full business mode at the minute, so almost like wanted to respect his space and just let him. I wanted to try like a more professional person who coach mountain bikers for a living, and just to see if that had any difference on my bike skill really. Why do you think a coach is important? Why do you think having a coach is important? I mean, you could probably go on Google and find out all the same information a coach gives you. And why would you have a coach?
Because if you put money into something, you're more likely to take it seriously and do it. You've got someone that has to talk to you about it and isn't just going, oh, for fuck's sake, you're fine as long as you're happy. I don't know, if someone structures it for you, you're more likely to do it, whereas if you kind of sometimes make the schedule for yourself, you're like, oh well, I made it so I can change it. If someone gives you something to do and then you do it and then account back to them, it's more structured than just saying, oh, I'm going to do this today. Oh, but actually I'm not feeling it, like my body feels like this, or I've got this to do, so yeah. And then the other person, you've got to account to yourself, but you've already justified not doing the training for your own reasons, so then you've already agreed with yourself before you've chosen not to do the activity. Off-season
training is important, having a goal is important, having a coach is important, and because we're travelling on the road and we don't have a permanent location, we'd be quite clever about like how and where we train. So there's a number of different ways we can do this, or if you're watching this and you're travelling now and you don't have a permanent location, you can do this as well. The first thing that we bought was a TRX, which is basically like 2 straps that you can attach from anything. And it can make exercising quite fun, I think. We bought that like from Decathlon, I think it was like £20-30, well worth buying.
Actually, we should be sponsored by Decathlon because you can buy tons of cool stuff in there for exercising.
Yeah, we should buy, yeah.
We should totally buy some dumbbells in pink.
Bodyweight training is another one. I'm not the biggest fan of bodyweight training, I think. Yeah, but bodyweight training is a great way of training on the road as well. Yeah. And then when we were in Italy, actually, we found there's loads of these dotted around. You can find them called like jungle gyms. Brett's just walked in now. So this is the guy that owns. This is Brett Wheeler from Wheeler's Mountain Bike Holidays. Give me your spiel on off-season mountain bike training.
Just ride every day, have fun. If you're downhiller, just chill out, eat what you want, and learn to go fast. Enduro rider, actually put some effort in and train.
So you're saying training for downhill is just make sure you can still fit and kit after the off-season?
They're totally different, isn't it? It depends on your discipline. Like enduro is a pretty high-end like road cyclist sort of fitness. Where motocross, downhill, you've got to be physically strong, but also mentally.
Yeah.
Like I think it's more of a mental game in downhill. That one run, that's all you got. Enduro, you've got time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that go into it, really.
You look like a baller.
In a new pimp coat.
What were we saying? Oh yeah, so jungle gyms.
Yeah, just the park gyms.
Yeah, which we found these like park gyms around, which are basically just like bars everywhere, and like pull-up bars and chin-up bars and interval training. So Amanda loves interval training, so she can talk about this.
Yeah. So have you ever done endurance and you can keep going forever, and then you go out with your friends and they can keep going forever as well, but they go really fast and you can't keep up, and you're like, but I have the same amount of stamina as you. Well, interval training just helps get you speed up while going forever. There's a lot of other stuff, but that's why I do it.
We did a lot of interval training in Morsing actually. It's quite helpful, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do we do? Like, I don't know, like
I just found a big hill and
did like sprint for 10 seconds, rest for like a minute, or sprint front. They're all different. We had all sorts of things going on. And the last and most important thing was literally just time on your bike. You have to get out and ride your bike. You can't just stay in the gym. In fact, that's the reason why we came to Portugal in the first place, to find sun so we could ride our bikes. Ironically, now it's just absolutely peeing it down, and it's probably worse weather than back in the UK.
I just
Go
try
have fun.
to ride my bike as much as possible and practice stuff.
How do I-
Hashtag bikini bodies are made in the winter.
Is that an actual hashtag? So that's our little spiel on mountain bike training in the off season, traveling, training on the road. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you want to know more about training on the road, or you've got any other thoughts on this stuff. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. And that's it. I think we're gonna go and have some dinner now.